and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm making a Lift the Flap card. I'm going to ink blend my background, so I'm going to use some Masking Magic by Gina Designs to do my blending. And I'm just using a Hillside border die from Lawn Fawn to draw a hill, and the top part will be my sky and the bottom part will be the grass. Of course, you could freehand this if you wanted to. I cut the masking paper down to 5.5 times 4 1/4, which is an A2 size card, and I also did some Bristol smooth card bases in the same size. The masking paper will help me keep from getting blue in my grass area and green in my sky area. It also helps me to do 2 card bases exactly the same, because when you lift the flap, then the grass will match on the bottom piece. I'm using Tumble Glass Distress ink for my sky, and I'm using Tim Holtz blending tool to do this. I just got a new foam for my tool, and it's from scrapbook.com, and it's a domed foam. And also I just noticed that Tim Holtz just came out with one of these also. And I don't know how his is, but this one definitely blends a lot better than the original foam that came with these tools. The foam seems a little sturdier on this type, and also since it doesn't have the flat sides, you don't get the circles that you normally get when you use the original foam tools. And you'll see that on the next ones because I haven't replaced them all yet. Now I'm using Salty Ocean Distress ink, and this one I have the original foam, which when you use this you do get more of a circle around the side, and it helps if you start off of the paper and move in, but I have difficulty doing that, and I do get some kind of darker spots, and it's especially hard to do with bright colors like Salty Ocean. Now I wasn't sure where the sky would be brighter, but I decided to go around the top and the sides to give it a vignette look. Next I covered the sky with the masking, and for some reason I had trouble getting the masking to stick to the part I already distressed. And I don't know why, because I did this similar card last week without any problems. And you can reuse the paper. In fact, I saved ones from my last one, so I can use them if I do the same type of scene again. I'm also trying to make sure that I don't cover up any white space, otherwise there'll be like a white halo between the grass and the sky. For the grass, I'm blending on Mowed Lawn Distress ink, and this also uses one of the old original foams. And you'll see that I get some dark areas. Next, I'm smushing some Rustic Wilderness Distress ink on my work mat. Add some water with my brush, and I'm going to splatter that on to give my grass a little bit more texture. This also helps cover up some of the imperfections with the blending. Then I use a Lawn Fawn banner die to cut out some white cardstock. If the paper gets stuck, I just use a pen to poke through the hole in the die to get the paper to come out. Now I'm using an acrylic block to pick up my saying, which is thinking of you, and it's from Lawn Fawn's Wavy sayings. And I'm just using some brown ink from Stampin' Up, and it's called Close to Cocoa. I'm going to be using some brown paper to make a tree, so I thought the brown ink would look good on the card. I used Lawn Fawn's Knock on Wood to cut out a tree, and I did that off screen. I just hand drew this, and then I cut out another one for the other card panel. I'm just using some Tombow multi-glue to glue on my tree. I used my other tree outline to cut out the paper for the extra tree, and on this one I actually did the same color paper for the top of the tree, and I used a lighter brown for the bottom of the tree, and it'll make more sense when I show you what I do at the end. But the top of the tree I want to show underneath so that it looks like an Alice sitting on the branch behind the leaves, and I did the lighter color on the bottom so that when you lift the flap, it looks like it's inside the tree. This is the Lit the Flap die from Lawn Fawn that I will be using for the card. I cut and colored all these little animals from different Lawn Fawn sets off screen, and I'll put the Copic colors that I used below as well as the stamp sets where I got the animals. Right now I'm just kind of getting an idea where all the animals will fit and where the flaps will fit. Now I'm deciding where my sentiment will fit, and then I'm going to glue that on with my Tombow multi-glue. Now that I've kind of figured out where everything will go, I'm going to use my Lit the Flap die to cut a flap where the hedgehog's going to go. And I'll run that through my Big Shot machine. I stamped and colored some clouds from Yay Kites, which is a Lawn Fawn set, but you can use whatever stamps you have that have clouds, and I'm gluing those in the sky. I also stamped and colored and cut out these leaf piles from Jump for Joy, and they're actually a pile of leaves, but I'm going to use them for leaves for my tree, and I'm going to glue those onto my tree branches. I'll put a list of all the products that I used below in the description. This doesn't cost you anything to use these links, but it helps you find the products and also gives me a small commission for any sales that the links generate. This helps support my channel. Thank you. You can also support my channel by liking the videos and leaving comments. This helps me to move up in the YouTube algorithm and helps other people find my channel. Thank you. I let the glue dry before I cut out the other flaps. My camera shut off when I cut out the other two panels. I just used some tape runner to attach my top panel to my bottom panel. I used my glue to attach my bird under the top flap, and now I'm attaching my fox. I'm going to glue my hedgehog inside the tree, and here you can see how the wood is lighter inside, and I thought that's because usually when you look at a slice of a tree, the inside rings are usually lighter. I used the tape runner to attach the top panel to the bottom panel, and I got it a little bit too far over, so that's why I'm scratching off some of the tape. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue my owl to the branch, so it looks like you lift up the leaves and then you can see the owl sitting on the branch of the tree. Thank you for watching. I'll post some pictures of the card at the end of the video, as well as some pictures of another Lithoflap card I did with an ocean theme. I want to thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.